This is, just a reminder, our Group F. Featured in Group F, we have Caleb Arrakis, No Regret, Prime Lot, and Semper. This is our first series of the night, Caleb Arrakis vs. Semper, Game 2. And here we are. Loading now into Prion Terraces, as I mentioned earlier. The natural now is a gold base, leading for possibly some new strategies here. Curious to see how both our players handle it. I think also, just responding there to chat, I do believe that is the first time I've seen the battle cruiser blink as well. I did enjoy seeing that. And just a reminder that Semper is up 1-0 currently in this series, but here we are, now loaded into Prion Terraces. Spawning in the top left, we have got Caleb Arrakis, representing Rival Gaming. And his opponent, our Yellow Terran, representing Team Gravity. It is Semper. So, as I had mentioned kind of earlier, Semper is known for having very strong macro play. And that was definitely, you could definitely see that in the last game. However, I really liked his use of that bunny build too. He definitely shows that he can definitely do some shenanigans in the game as well. Looking like, again, pretty standard openers from our players. Looks like Caleb will be taking that hatch first at that gold natural. And I'm curious if he'll take the other gold as well as his, for his third, or if maybe he'll take the regular mineral one as well. I won't lie, I'm a bit curious. We've got the hatch gas pool now coming out. Very standard opener again for Zerg. The gold base means that you could put a little bit of pressure on your opponent and still not be too far behind on economy, as you've got a little bit of extra income. So we'll see what Caleb opts for. But again, pretty standard stuff. Semper now going to take his gold base as well. We have got a reactor also being placed down now for Semper on his barracks. So instead of getting a Reaper, he has opted for that quicker reactor. Full finishing now for Caleb. The drones being transferred down just so they can get a head start on mining from that gold base. I like it. So we do have 2 Reapers as the choice here for Semper. I saw that reactor, was a bit curious. It is indeed 2 Reapers, another barracks behind that. So 2 Reapers, they could cause some problems, especially if Caleb isn't ready. Lings are coming out, though. We've got 2 Queens that should be out also by the time that those Reapers arrive. Speed being researched for Caleb again. Still a pretty standard opener. Lings, though, just currently working at the rocks. 2 more Reapers also following for Semper. So he's looking to get quite a bit of damage done here. However, Caleb did have Overlords in very nice spots on the map. They did catch those Reapers moving across, so Caleb, you know, he knows double Reaper already. This could be a little annoying. He is putting down 2 spines, getting 6 more Lings out. And another barracks also following up here for Semper. The Queen, though, will be able to take down one of those Reapers, but it does move back. Very nice Reaper control there for Semper. The spine starting to finish 2. So the spine will really help in the defense there, and there are a lot of Lings, and if Semper, you know, if he stays on creep, those Lings could very well get us around. We'll need to be careful. The Reapers again have arrived, maybe going to take down that Queen, but the Queen runs away. Lings, though, they are speeding, so they are going to still try to go off creep to try and get a nice round here. Reapers utilizing their cliff. Might be able to take down this Queen. It's going to be pretty close, but the Queen still lives. One Reaper, I believe, has gone down. 2 Reapers go down, so pretty nice here for Caleb so far. And we do actually have a lair coming out for Caleb. Now, this is a bit of a quicker lair. He's also getting 2 gases down at the Nat. So this is an interesting choice. Caleb might be getting a little bit aggressive behind this. We do have a quicker Hydra Den. Makes me wonder if this is going to be more of a lurker, a quicker lurker build. Scan from Semper, though, does show the lair, so you can imagine Semper is probably thinking that this is a possibility. He might be wondering if there's quicker mutas. Regardless, he knows that something is a little bit up here. Factory about to finish. Stim has been started as well for Semper. And, yeah, there it is, the Lurker Den being morphed for Caleb. Right now, Semper does not know that there is a Lurker Den on the way. The question is, does he have a feeling? Is his gut telling him that this is what's coming? Right now we do also have that starport. I think I mentioned that earlier. 8 Hydras on the way. Oh, and the perfect scan from Semper does catch that Lurker Den. So now Semper completely knows what's going on. He knows that this is a bit of a Lurker rush. Is getting some preparations out. He is getting missile turrets. He's getting some bunkers down. And is now going to start his tank production. There we go. So now that Semper knows, he caught it a bit early too. He might be able to, put up a very nice defense. In fact, I think that Semper, it may have been Semper. There was a Terran who caught this build as well pretty early a while back in the rival weeklies, and did a pretty good job defending with tanks as well. Tanks, though, starting to finish here. However, Caleb is moving across the map. I like the the Overlord spreading the creep there on the map. And there we go. Lurker Den is finished. We'll start to see these Hydras being morphed shortly. There we go. 6 Lurkers being produced. And I like it, the Reaper is just trying to get in here, do a couple kills. 5 drones have actually been lost. We've got a nice little drop here also from Semper. I think Semper realizes that there is not much at home for Caleb and is going to take advantage of that, trying to put on some pressure while he is defending. Very brave, but Semper a very skilled Terran. The Lurkers have now burrowed. Semper is getting a little bit of vision here. He sees the Queens, knows that there are Lurkers over there too. And if actually we look at the orbitals, we do see them saving up some energy, so they are ready to throw down some scans as well. So we've got the nice little drop here. I don't even know if I call it a drop, more like a Marine hit squad moving into the natural of Caleb. Meanwhile, Scan has been thrown down at the natural of the tanks in a nice position. And meanwhile, while Semper is defending, he's also attacking at the Nat. The Lurker is trying to get some damage done, but nice repairs here on the bunkers. Oh, and the Lurker Den is being focused down. However, there are roaches here to try and push this back. I think they will be successful, but it can be hard to tell. The Lurker Den, though, does manage to stay alive for now. Tanks getting into position to take out the Lurkers. Doing a pretty good job. Lurkers do just slowly start to fall down there. It looks like Caleb is going to have a hard time pushing up into the natural base of Semper. Semper looking for another area to attack Caleb in. But Caleb, he's ready with the roaches at home. He knew that Semper might try to do something like this and is doing a pretty good job defending. However, it looks like Semper has another couple of medevacs heading across the map into the main. Now, there isn't much at the main to defend, so this could do quite a bit of damage. And the Marines go to run in now. Going to pick off a lot of drones here. The spine goes down. Looks like the Queen will fall too. 14, 15, 16, 20 drones have been lost so far. This is huge damage. And the upgrades! Losing the missile attacks there is a pretty big deal for Caleb too. The medevac from Semper still saying that there is a little bit of a force outside of his base. However, Semper has got a pretty strong defense. The question is, if Semper wants to take a third base, he is going to have to try and take care of this army that is outside. Scan goes down, revealing all of the lurkers. The lurkers, though, they move back. I think Semper, he might think about pushing forward if he can. The Roaches, though, have joined this force. We've got some Ravagers merging as well. Now a Scan goes down to help catch those lurkers, but Caleb doing a really good job at transfusing some of them. A few tanks, though, were a little bit vulnerable. Caleb ran onto them, managed to take them out. Marines looking like they still want to try to stim forward, though, if possible. You can tell Semper really wants to land that third. He really wants to get some mining in. But behind the Semper, again, doing another drop in the main, takes out the other evolution chamber. And it looks like Carapace did actually not get the chance to finish there, so that is a pretty big deal. Semper, he's getting a nice concave setup. Tank doing a bit of damage as well, but still, this is a pretty strong Zerg force, and these lurkers doing a bit of damage. These queens also really helping to transfuse units. Semper making sure he's taking this very carefully. One lurker looks like it gets focused down. A second lurker about to fall. Two queens now starting to fall. The lurkers, they start to go down as well, and GG has been called. Semper takes game 2. So Semper will go on now to the winner's match. GG, well played there. Our next series will get started shortly. Just a quick break, though, while players do their vetoes and we get the match set up. So stick around. We should have our next game going very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the RSL. This is our group series. This is Group F now. And our next series will be between No Regret and Primalot. It is a PVZ. PVZ, as you might know, is a big passion of mine. I think the matchup is awesome. So I am excited to get into this game. I am Koshkii, and with me is Hawkeye.
Hi, I'm not JaKaTaK like the label says, but I'm going to pretend to be Jack, or maybe we'll try, but Jack's a hard act to follow up and impersonate.
But how are you doing, Hawkeye?
I'm doing good, doing good. Just really excited to see this PVZ play out. Obviously, you're a Protoss player, I'm a Zerg player, so we obviously know who we're siding with, so yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready for this action. Do you have any insight into No Regret at all?
Not too much. I know he's a very, very strong Zerg